I told my parents they could be a part of my kids' lives if they gave me my inheritance. So here's the thing. My parents have been holding my grandfather's money hostage for 8 years. We're talking 6 figures here. Money he specifically left me when I was 18. My grandfather was this amazing man who basically raised me while my parents were always traveling for work. He owned a chain of hardware stores across 3 states, and when he died, he left me everything in his will. $150,000 plus some stocks and bonds. But my parents swooped in immediately and said I was too immature to handle that kind of money. They put it in some trust fund they control, saying I had to prove myself first and show I could be responsible with finances. I spent my entire 20s trying to prove I was responsible enough. Got my degree in accounting, worked at the same accounting firm for 4 years straight, never missed a single payment on anything. I had perfect credit, savings account, even started a small investment portfolio with my own money. But every time I brought up the inheritance, Dad would go on these long rants about how young people today don't understand the value of a dollar and need to learn patience. Meanwhile, they're driving around in brand new Audis every 2 years and taking monthly trips to Europe, posting photos from fancy restaurants in Paris and Rome. Fast forward to now. I'm 28, married to an amazing woman named Sarah, who's a teacher, and we just had our first baby 6 months ago. A beautiful little girl named Emma, who looks exactly like my grandfather. Suddenly, my parents want to be the world's best grandparents. They're showing up unannounced with expensive strollers, designer baby clothes from boutiques, this massive hand-carved wooden crib that cost more than my monthly car payment. Mom's posting pictures on Instagram constantly, hashtagging everything with blessed grandma and spoiling my grandbaby, and grandparents know best. But here's what's driving me absolutely insane. They're still treating us like we're broke college kids who can't take care of ourselves or make adult decisions. Last month, Mom shows up at our door with bags of groceries from Whole Foods, organic everything. She literally said, "We know money's tight with the baby and Sarah's maternity leave, so we thought we'd help out with the essentials." I'm watching them casually drop $300 on organic baby food and premium diapers while they're sitting on my inheritance money, acting like they're being so generous and helpful. Then Dad has the absolute nerve to suggest we need to move to a bigger house for Emma's sake. But obviously you two can't afford anything decent in this crazy market on your salaries. The final straw happened exactly 2 weeks ago. Dad calls me up all excited, saying they want to set up a proper college fund for Emma. That's when I completely and utterly lost it. I said, "Dad, you've been holding my money hostage for 8 years. Money that was specifically left to me by Grandpa. You clearly don't trust me with my own inheritance, but somehow you want me to trust you with managing my daughter's entire future?" He got all defensive and huffy, started saying I should be grateful they're helping at all, that most parents don't continue supporting their adult children like this, and I was being ungrateful for everything they'd done. So I said, fine, you want to play these control games? If you can't trust me with my own money that my grandfather left specifically to me, then you absolutely can't be trusted around my daughter either. I told them they could see Emma again when every single penny of my inheritance was transferred directly to my bank account. Until that happened, they were completely cut off from our lives. No visits, no phone calls, no social media posts with her pictures. Sarah thought I was being too harsh at first, but when I sat down and explained how they've been systematically manipulating and controlling us with money that was never even theirs to begin with, she completely got it and supported the decision. My mom immediately started crying and wailing, saying I was being completely unreasonable and that they only wanted what was best for me and Emma. Dad tried his usual guilt trip tactics, saying that grandparents have rights too, and I was being cruel. But I held absolutely firm this time. I blocked them on all social media platforms, returned every single expensive baby gift to their doorstep, and told them the ball was entirely in their court now. You want to know how long it took them to magically find my inheritance once they realized I was dead serious about cutting them off from their precious granddaughter? Exactly 48 hours. Turns out when you actually threaten to take away something that genuinely matters to them, they can move pretty damn fast with those financial transfers.